I did.
Cool.
Okay, we are live for book club.
Yay.
So if you're here, let us know you're here. How
Mm-hmm.
is everybody? How are you, Jessica?
Hungry.
You're hungry? Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock here. And you and I were recording before this, so I know you're hungry.
I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's really hard planning this so that East Coast can be there and hopefully our Australian peeps can be here as well. So it's hard to find a time that would work for everybody. So this seems to work for the most part.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How do I look?
Like
Clarity
Mandy?
wise.
Oh, it's clear. It just said the black thing though to me.
Okay, you are really fuzzy again. So we have been having a lot of issues with our stuff. So if anybody can, like, what do you guys see? If you could let us know while we try and pinpoint what the problem is, if you don't mind, we'd appreciate that.
Yep.
All right. Hey. Oh, yay. People are on. We're not having book
Hi.
club by ourselves, Jessica.
Oh,
Hi.
good. Good. I mean, but if we
Hello.
do it by ourselves, you can hum while I talk. You guys, we were just filming and I was talking about my book and I hear this humming. And I'm like, "Are you humming?" And Mandy's like, "Oops." So, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Brittany
blurry.
says we can see you. Jessica's blurry. Yeah,
Okay.
Jessica's blurry. So, but when we were not live, when we just record for some reason, you do just fine.
Yep.
I don't know what is happening. Are you directly plugged in
Yep.
to the Wi-Fi?
Yep.
Hmm.
Directly plugged in, cellular's off, reset the modem, have the fastest Wi-Fi I can have.
Okay, we will continue to troubleshoot this problem.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm a little blurry. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I could turn my cellular on and see if it makes a difference.
Why not?
Because
Like,
sometimes the cellular, okay, hold on, I'm going to go sideways. Sometimes the cellular tower picks up
okay.
Canada, but let's see.
Yeah, Jessica's fuzzy. That's a great way to describe that. Oh, now she's gone. And we can, yes, we can hear her, so that works. And Jessica is out of bed. Hopefully, she's going to be back on and she can tell us that she's feeling a lot better after her surgery. So, I am doing this from my computer, so it's a little different angle for me, but we felt like that would be a lot easier. And now she's texting me. Hold on. Um, I don't know what's happened. Okay. Hopefully, she's coming back. There she is. Okay.
Man, what a
She's
pain in the
back.
butt.
And now you are not blurry for me. What's everybody else see? Do you guys see her nice and clear now? I'm sorry if everyone can hear my donkey braying. Okay, just thank you.
That was nice and quick. Dad's here.
Okay, so we are
Okay.
getting ready to go somewhere. And so my husband went to go grab some dinner, and I was like, I'm hungry. And
Let's be
so,
honest. You're not just going somewhere. You're deserting me for
oh,
a little
come
over a
on.
week.
Okay, I'm going to come back to this comment, but people are now saying beautiful, clear, and you look fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, if
you
it
look
starts to
fine
get
on
blurry,
my
let me know.
end.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
you always look fine.
If we pick up the Canadian
Okay.
tower, it might get blurry again, but we'll see.
And you're clear. So maybe this is what we need to do from now on. Okay,
We'll try
all
it.
good.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Book club is here and ready to go. So, Jessica, we had a comment. They said, you're out of bed and are you feeling better? I answered for you, but I thought you might want to when you disappeared.
Yeah, I'm out of bed. I am feeling human. I just I don't ever want to do that again. So we have this conversation on, like, Mandy and I talk about this all the time. She's like, you just need to tell them what kind of surgery you had. And I'm like, I had hemorrhoid surgery, guys. I had hemorrhoid surgery. Okay.
I knew it. I knew you would eventually tell people.
I would. You know what? It's something women deal with this all the time. Men deal with it. Women deal with it all the time. It's left over from having kids. It sucks. The first 2 weeks, I mean, the week and a half sucked. I've had a double mastectomy, and I would choose that again over that over the hemorrhoid surgery. So
Yikes.
Although the double
So
mastectomy was really bad, but yeah.
we will not be doing a hemorrhoid video.
No, we will give you guys a booby video, but you're not getting a hemorrhoid video, okay? So
Yes, so everything's
we're
good
all
now.
good now.
Thank you guys so much for troubleshooting that with us because it has been driving us insane. We could not figure out what the problem was. Someone made somebody else get a new phone.
Oops. But then somebody else needed a new phone, so she also got a new phone. So
yes. So we have tried to do everything. So thank you guys. We really appreciate that. Okay, let's jump in to book club now that we were able to solve a problem that has literally driven us nuts for weeks in less than 5 minutes. So yes, I have, is this Belle or Mystic? I can't remember.
This is Belle.
Belle. Okay, so we have The Initiation by Nikki Sloane. This is our book club book. So let's just jump right in. And why don't you guys tell us what you thought? And yeah, what did you think about it? And it is a trilogy. So I do want to say this is a trilogy. So we're gonna do our best. I have not read the other books. I know Jessica has. But we're just gonna do our best to only talk about the first book.
Yep.
Thank you.
Dinner's here.
Thank you. Yes. Dinner's here. Okay. So we're going to try.
Hi, Jay.
That was my son.
Oh, right.
Okay, so we're going to do our best to only talk about the first book. So there will be spoilers for the first book, but we're hoping not to have spoilers for the other ones. Okay. So here we go. Hey, Megan.
Hey.
And love your special edition covers.
Thank you. I say thank you like I did them or something. Why, thank you. I didn't. That was Belle.
Thank you for congratulating me on my purchase.
Yes.
Ooh, so good. I think I'm going to give it 4.5. I love the copy you have. It is so pretty. I do like it. I don't like dust jackets. Just my personal preference. They drive me nuts. So I almost wish it wasn't the dust jacket.
I like the dust jacket over the...
Yeah, I prefer the dust jacket. I wish it was the actual like cover though.
Yeah, this is not my style. I know that like this is the newest style with a lot of the special editions. It is not my style.
I loved it. The boardroom scene was bonkers. Oh my gosh,
it was my favorite. It was nuts. It was nuts. Yeah. It was fun getting to relive that. Mandy, what did you give it?
I was still trying to get through these comments. I feel like right now it is more than a 4. I kind of want to read the other 2 before I like make a final opinion because it is definitely got like an abrupt end where you don't feel like everything's resolved. So I don't know. I struggle with like trilogy type books where I feel like I have to give it a rating after I finish everything. Yeah. So I would go with the 4.5. Like I think it was Brittany said 4.5. I think I'm at 4.5, but it's definitely could be a 5-star after I finish the series.
Yeah.
How about you, Jessica?
I had originally given it a 5-star, but I read it like in 2020. So I read it a long time ago. And obviously the way I rate things is a little differently, especially now that we have our channel. But I still rate on enjoyment. So, I mean, I still feel like it's between that 4 and a 5. I mean, I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the reread. There were a lot of things that I forgot. And I was like, oh, yeah, that happened. You know, like the whole story pretty much. This has been a while. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Definitely want to read the other 2. And this is book club. Snacks are welcome.
Oh, thank God, because I got chicken wing dip here. So sorry, guys. We don't normally eat on camera in front of you, but we're hungry tonight. So
okay. Yeah. It was a wonderful hot mess, 3.5. Okay. Audio was fabulous.
Yes. Did you listen to it, Mandy?
What?
Did you listen to it?
I did.
Yeah, the audio was good.
I did. Didn't I? Yes, I did.
Okay.
I had did I have it? I can't. Yeah, I know I listened to it. I'm trying to remember if I also had it on my Kindle and kind of bounced.
That's what I normally do when I listen to audio. Yeah.
Okay. Anne Marie says, I personally didn't care for it. Not sure what I will rate it though.
Bummer.
I guess I'm going to be in the minority here. You're totally fine.
It happens.
I'm going to get to the rest of the comments. I just want to say this. Nikki Sloane writes books that are way out of my comfort zone. like it's not like the boardroom scene and stuff is not typically stuff that I enjoy. Her Nashville neighborhood is, the doctor is fairly tame, and then the rest of them get really wild, and there's a lot of like things that I normally don't care for, but for whatever reason, when I go into a Nikki Sloane book, I'm already know that's how it's going to be, and I love how she writes it. So for me, I can read her doing it, but it doesn't always work for me for other authors. So I totally understand that.
Yeah.
What did you think of McAllister Hale?
Well,
Oh, can we come back to that?
Yeah.
Let me try and get through the ratings, and I want to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that. Yeah.
Loved it. Messed up rich people doing messed up things. 4 stars. Definitely. I was reading up to chapter 10 and got so antsy. So I skipped 4 chapters to get to the initiation, then went back and read because I wanted to know what happened. Oh, I do that too. I do that a lot. I'm trying really hard not to be bad about that. Was a 5 for me. This is one of those series that I binged. Yes.
Yeah.
This was her first Nikki Sloane book.
Okay. That explains a lot.
Yeah. So I think you kind of have to get, like, the doctor and the pool boy are fairly tame and kind of give you a little introduction to Nikki. And then you can like jump into like the architect or the frat boy.
I haven't done that yet. I read the first 3 in the in the Filthy Rich American. So I've done those 3 and I've done the doctor, but that's as far as I've gone with Nikki. Because sometimes it gets to be too much. So yeah.
The doctor and the pool boy, 6 stars. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the pool boy so much.
We know you do.
I know. Okay. I think I got through all the comments. So let's go back to, what did you guys think of McAllister Hale?
In the beginning, he's an ass, right? Like, he's an absolute ass and I don't like him, but I would have chosen McAllister. I'm just going to put it out there. Royce who? He's a daddy. And
Evil.
Evil.
See, I had him pictured in my mind as like a creepy old man. Yeah.
No, that is Jeffrey Dean Morgan again. Like, I use Jeffrey Dean Morgan for everything. But that's it. Like, that just Jeffrey Dean Morgan in Supernatural, guys. Like, before he got skinny, way too skinny. So, you know. He does get his own book. I actually have it here somewhere. I picked it up when we saw Nikki in Phoenix. I wanted to say in Tucson, but that was in Phoenix, because that's the next one that I need to read. So doing this reread has prompted me to really want to jump into it. So hopefully this week I'll get into that one. But he does get his own book. Yes.
See, I don't know. Like, in the doctor, he fights his feelings for her because that's his son's girlfriend. And in like Birthday Girl, that happens. And like, so for this, it's like he knows what he's doing. He's just like, let's literally lay this chick out. And this isn't just a one-off. This is like what they do. And it just kind of gave like dirty old man vibes.
No, I was so into, like, yeah, it did it for me. Because he knows what he wants. He's going to go after it. And he is not letting his son stop. He's not letting that situation stop him. He doesn't give a crap. He is going for it. I can appreciate that. A little bit. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, see, Christine?
Well, I eat my fries. I just don't want my fries to get gross.
Okay, so Christine said, yes, me too, Jessica. I loved him. I don't see him as old. I love how desperately in love he was with her. Yes, he was a daddy, and he knew what he wanted, and he went for it. So Royce to me, and I think part of it is because Royce is really young, and I like my heroes to be a little bit older too. So I'm more into that than the other one. Oh, have you only read the first one? No, McAllister.
Exactly. What about his wife? These are married men.
What wife?
The one that's doing his other son.
That's a little crazy, guys. There's a lot going on there. And you have to, if you haven't finished out the trilogy, you have to finish out the trilogy before you jump into McAllister's story. Part of that too is I know what happens because I have finished out the trilogy. So, I do not condone cheating, guys. I really don't. Not in real life. I really don't. So, I loved how he went for her full force. Yes. That's me. The man knew what he wanted. So, yeah. He was cruel. He was. I kind of like him when they're a bully. Not in real life. If my husband says something mean to me, I'm going to cry in the corner. But, Yeah. I think their society and world is interesting. I honestly wanted to know more about McAllister's first wife who died. For those who've continued on with the series into McAllister's book, do we find out a bunch more? I don't remember if we find out more in the trilogy. Does anybody else remember? Because I don't. I'm assuming we do. It was gross. Trading the house for a relationship with her? No.
Yeah.
But how smart was she to be like, she negotiated, but the 10 million. And then it dropped to 5, I think, to help her family. That was smart.
And then her parents continue to spend like there's no tomorrow.
Parents are morons.
That was frustrating. She's like really doing a lot to help them out and they don't really care.
World's greatest parents. Yeah. I don't either. I'm assuming we do. I just don't remember. Yeah. She was great. She knew what she wanted. So, and I want McAllister. I like the mean one. My whole thing is I can fix him. Yeah.
Somebody said there's not a lot more about the first wife.
There's not. Okay. I just don't remember. Yeah. So that's good to know. You never know. She might go back and write something in that world. Who knows?
Yeah. I had something I was going to say. What was it?
Did you hear that?
What?
That loud thud?
I don't think so.
Okay. Our what is our dog? German Shepherd. Likes to drop his toys right on the hardwood floor outside the door.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The board member who is also the dad of one of the guys she went to dance with. Yeah.
It's kind of gross.
So he's gross.
Yes.
But not McAllister.
No. Because McAllister's McAllister. McAllister's fine. Yeah, see, that's the whole thing. Sorry, I'm trying to find my Nikki Sloane book here.
Gross.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know where I stuck it. I don't know where it is. Yes, it was gross. I couldn't imagine being in that type of situation. No, thank you. But rich people do weird things.
Well, I think that's what you have to go into Nikki Sloane's books knowing that they're going to be really wild.
Mm-hmm.
And like normally I don't like stuff like that at all, but I just really like it when I read her books. Thank you, Jan. Slimy old men. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I thought McAllister was sleazy, and then I'm like, but wait, people like him? What did I miss? But again, anything that has love triangle vibes is not for me. So
You're
I immediately had to make him creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I almost didn't finish the book as soon as the board scene started. Yeah, the boardroom scene is like really wild and very odd.
When I first read it, it was obviously before we started our channel because it was a long time ago. And nobody had told me that there was some weird boardroom scene. Like I didn't know that was coming. So in that game, I remember being like jaw on the floor, like, what am I reading? Like, what the hell am I reading? At least we kind of warned you guys a little bit. There's a boardroom scene. That's right. That's right. We get it. We get it. I'm all about the fixing. I like the older guys. That's why I married an older one. I don't know.
I felt so off reading the book. Yeah. If it does make you feel weird, I get that. Because like I said, I go in knowing this is how these books are going to be written.
Yeah.
If you like her writing her writing style, the pool boy and the doctor don't have these vibes at all.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Could you imagine being in that situation? No, thank you. I don't need this. I don't need the money that bad. Bye. No.
I loved how obsessed he was with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He grows on you as the series goes. He is so over the top.
Because you read more in the series, right, Megan? You've read the whole thing.
How many books are in this series?
5 or 6.
5 or 6?
Yeah. I think there's either 1 or 2 more after McAllister's book.
Okay.
If I could find my book, I would.
Oh, because Vance gets a book too, I think.
I think so.
So is it 5 then?
Possibly.
Okay.
I think it is. I could look, but I can't look because I'm on my phone doing this. But while you're gone, I'm going to organize my bookshelves and then maybe I'll be able to find my book.
I still have not organized. Well, I need to do that.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's 5. Okay. But only 4 for them.
Okay.
And character development. Okay. Yeah,
I've heard that, especially. I remember getting towards the 3rd book and really liking McAllister because he does change quite a bit and then being excited for his book, but I just didn't get to his book. So now I will. Yeah, there's 5 books. Okay. Yeah. Not in real life, but this is romance. Mafia, MC Cowboys, none of that is real life, but we love it. So true. There is nothing that I typically read in these. I shouldn't say nothing, but the majority, you guys know that I'm the dark romance reader. I would rarely ever condone anything that happens in these books. Except for maybe when it comes to pick her up on a date. And I'll condone that. But yeah.
You said you wanted to be stalked.
Tried to get Jeff to chase me in the woods once. While we were camping, he's like, it's wet and gross out there. Why? He's like, you wouldn't even run. You just stand and wait for me. True.
Do you think that there are real life scenarios where something like the boardroom really happens with like in these rich
elite? Oh, 100%.
You think so?
I'm not going to put my tinfoil hat on while we have this conversation, but yes. Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot of things like that happen that we have no clue about. People who have a lot of money live a little bit differently than we do when they get into some things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How do you know this?
I don't. I just speculate.
You're just speculating that people with a lot of money live very differently than us?
Yeah, I'm just speculating. Yes, that's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got money, you get bored easily. Yes, those. Yeah. They're the healthy rich Americans. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
I suppose that's true.
Hmm? Do you think it happens behind closed doors that we don't know about, Mandy?
Jan says these stories definitely come from somewhere.
And I agree with that. To every weird conspiracy theory, there's a little bit of truth.
Touche, yes. But that's
true.
Yeah, that.
Except it's not in a romantic, like it's not a hot thing when it happens. I wouldn't think because,
well, yeah,
all the baby oil. Yeah,
gross, Jessica. It is really weird.
It is.
Okay. Yes, Megan. Thank you for letting. Yeah, I could have just continued in my naive little land.
It's very terrible. It's very terrible.
Yes.
So I do think that the rich and famous, just there's a lot of things that happen that we don't know about. So
Oh, she meant wealthy.
that makes so much more sense. In my head, I was like, healthy, I guess.
I
Yeah.
thought maybe it was a little dig at them, like they're so mentally healthy.
Yeah.
That's what I thought that kind of meant.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but yeah, wealthy.
Yes.
Those wealthy. That makes more sense. Oh,
that makes so much more sense.
yes.
So
So terrible.
it is terrible. Yeah,
Mhm.
the things that happen. I don't know.
She would have, right?
Mm-hmm. She would have. Well, wasn't it when they become board members that happens? Because she was marrying Roy, so he was going to become the next board member and get married, and so the initiation had to happen then. But does it happen with every wife if they're already a board
I
member?
thought that was part of it because they were testing her to make sure that she was willing to do whatever it took to stay loyal to them.
Yeah, so she probably would have had to do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then they can use it against her. If she tries to say anything about anything, they can be like, well, then we'll tell everybody how you laid on the table and let us do whatever and you wanted it.
Ew. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very cultish. And believes it does happen. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Megan said, the P. Diddy thing. I mean,
well, true. Then speaking of cults, those kinds of things happen. There's a lot of cults out there that we haven't heard of. And those kinds of things happen inside situations like that too. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, wait, wasn't it McAllister's wife that like kind of comforted her after it? Or was that somebody else who said, oh, we all have to go through that or something? Oh, yeah, here. Anne Marie says it did happen to her because she said no one was there to see if she was okay afterwards. Yeah, that's right. She was the one who came and kind of comforted her after.
Wasn't his wife the one that like helped like dressed her and fixed her hair and stuff too, right?
Alice, right? Yeah, that's the wife. And then she was also apparently doing Vance. Which I thought when she goes out and hears people outside and she goes and finds somebody doing something naughty in the bushes, I thought she was going to catch Royce with somebody, but it wasn't.
But doesn't she sees it in like the very first scene when she goes into the library at the party, like the year prior to things starting to happen, she sees Vance with somebody in his bedroom, and I question whether that was her or not.
Who knows?
Yeah,
that was why she was trying to be so helpful.
Mm-hmm.
There were sweet moments too. How about the chess game every night?
Yep.
Oh, her name was Allison. I think I called her Alice. Whoops. Yes.
Yeah. When you say Alice, I think of the maid from Brady Bunch. It's not a very attractive situation. It's an older lady.
Okay, so like was it Alice or Allison? Am I confusing everyone now?
I don't want to crack my book. Oh. Don't make me open the book. Yeah, I didn't care for her either. I didn't trust her from the get-go.
Whatever her name is. Yes, the dad's wife.
That's
what we're talking about. Starts with an A. It's either Alice or Allison. I can't.
See, and I'm horrible about that. I don't remember those things. I just, if it's not the two main characters or a character I want to see at a spin-off, then, you know.
Sometimes when I go to holler at one of my kids, I don't get their name right either. So
you never do. Well, and my first two, their names are very similar. We did not do that intentionally, but they end with the same two letters. Yes. No. It's the same sound.
Are you okay?
Nope. I just had to spell both of my kids' names in my head. So when I go to yell for one, typically the other one will answer because they think that we're calling for them.
Luckily, I'm just eating fries over here. I'm concerned you had like an edible or something.
I have never had one of those.
Maybe it would have helped with the arse.
It might have helped with the arse. Like it would have given me like tummy issues and then we'd have been in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or it would have made me eat
I'm just
No,
excited that
that's
I
what
don't
I've
have
never done,
to
and I'm afraid I'm going to eat. What?
text you every morning. How's the arse?
You can't do that too much now.
I know. That time of our life is over.
Dang. I was living in a bathtub, but
Oh yes, the mythical chess set.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Yes. That was good.
Oh, yeah. I think that's probably why I love Fear Me, Love Me by Lilith Vincent so much, because you have the labyrinth and it's based off the labyrinth and it's like a whole thing. So I like the whole labyrinth thing. It had to have been in the first book because you read that, right, Mandy?
Well, I agreed to it, but I'm not 100% sure now. I'm questioning myself. Was it in the first book?
I don't remember if it was yesterday when I was listening to it or not, because I'm all the even though I just reread the first one, all of them are still in my head. I don't know. You guys have to tell us. Was it in the first book? Mary's sister. Go for it, Mandy.
No, I don't know. What's everybody else think about the sister?
Yeah. I'm curious. Curious.
Okay, somebody says I don't remember a chess set, and now I'm wondering.
So, it might have been in the second or third. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Still recording?
Yes. Is that my stuff? Thank you. Mr. Goose has been.
Mr. Goose!
He wants my French fries. That's what's happening here.
It's all your stuff.
He's
Okay,
gotten
thank
so
you.
big.
Here, take Mr. Goose because he wants
Come on.
my French fries.
Out.
Go, Pat!
Mr. Goose,
Come on, out.
go on.
Out.
Go see Gramp Gramp.
Out. Out. No.
Was that one of the kids or is that Jay?
Oh.
Oh, that's Jay. Hi, Jay!
Or
I got me a trigger hat.
stop.
We're live, Jay!
We're live. Go away. What?
You didn't tell me nothing. Get the dog out.
Just pick him up.
Oh, Jay. Go pack your bags.
You're acting like nothing's happening.
Well, I'm trying to get Mr. Ghost.
Sorry, guys.
You make a fool out of yourself. Your husband is.
Hey,
at least he wasn't in his tracks.
Mandy's husband has bought two like Flava Flav track suits to wear on their vacation. One's blue and one's white, right?
This is horrible.
And he had that bucket hat on. With it. It was bad.
Okay, let's get back to book
Yeah.
club.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we've got one didn't like her, and one Anne-Marie liked her, thought she was brave in a twisted way.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yes, Mr.
Mr.
Goose. made an
Goose!
appearance.
He's gotten
Wanted
so
my fries.
big. Uh-huh. Yep.
We're having fun over here.
She told her about what happens in the initiation. That's what she got pregnant. She got pregnant before. Did she know?
She purposely gets pregnant because that's how she gets out of marrying Royce. And then she apologizes to her sister because she didn't.
Sister.
She says she didn't realize that she would then have to marry Royce, which I'm not really. I don't know. I would like. There's no indication in the story for us to feel like her sister wasn't sincere in that.
Yeah.
But how did she not realize, like, if she couldn't marry, that somebody else would be marrying him?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, she knew. And we have another yes in there.
Okay.
Yes, she got
Okay.
pregnant with another guy to get out of it. Who was it? He was
Professor or something, wasn't he?
yeah, he was her professor, but he didn't want anything really to do with her and the baby. So, does she get a book at some point, or is she just a side character and we
It's just a
move
side
on?
character.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, she purposely did because she knows about the boardroom scene and all of
Okay.
that. And Megan
Yeah.
says we despise her.
Okay. I have a hard time with the tropes when they're like, oh, one sister is really good and one sister is really bad, or one sister is really promiscuous and the other one's the virgin. There's just a part of me that goes, they've been raised under the same roof. Like,
Jessica, think
yes,
about yourself and your siblings.
I know, but at the same time, I was the good one, guys, I promise. But at the same time, like the same morals were there. My sister just decided to toss him out a window at one point.
Well, and
My
that
niece
can't
is the
happen
best
in
blessing.
these.
It can. I just think we see it quite a lot. McAllister's book 4, the brother is book 5.
Vance.
Mhm.
But I don't, I'm assuming it's not Vance and the stepmom.
I'm
But
assuming
it
no.
is Nikki Sloane, so who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows? Who knows?
We should have had a list of questions like this for Nikki Sloane when we interviewed her.
Should have.
We should ask Nikki, how should we feel about the sister?
Yeah. It's too late now. The mythology stuff, that was interesting. If that's something that interests you, there was a lot of really cool information in there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a really big bite now.
What are you eating?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, I
Chicken
hope
wing dip.
everyone's enjoying Unhinged Book Club. This is just wild. Like, we're eating, Mr. Goose shows up, my husband, I don't even
Does
know what was
something.
happening.
I don't even know either. Oh, her green hair.
Yes,
Mhm.
her green hair,
Mhm.
which I really had a hard time picturing her hair.
My youngest had green hair during the almost of the apocalypse, during the pandemic. She was young. We let her do it. They were so bored at home.
I know, but
So it's
green
easy.
is one of those like colors. I think when you dye your hair, like colors outside of natural hair color, they tend to only
fade
look
quickly.
decent for a very short amount of time, and then it starts
And then it starts to fade and change to a different
especially
color.
green kind of
Yeah.
starts to look weird. And so I
Yes.
had a really hard time picturing her hair. And so sometimes if I don't like certain things like that, I just picture it differently.
Question for you. When you picture, so if they haven't told you the hair color, what do you tend to picture for the hair color of a heroine?
For
Like,
the
what is your
heroine?
go-to? Huh?
The heroine?
If they haven't told you that she's got blonde, brown, purple hair,
Told you this.
what do you tend to have like in your
I
head?
read To Live 1,000 Lives. So
So
while
she's a
I'm
brunette.
reading, I can be the heroine. And then Travis Kelce is the hero. And sometimes he's like the single dad next door. Sometimes he's a real football star. Sometimes he's chasing me. Sometimes he's stalking me.
You and I picture two different people. Because Jensen Ackles
For
is the only
this,
one
Travis
chasing me around.
Kelce and I were not participating.
For me, she's obviously either a redhead or strawberry blonde, because that's what I am. It's strawberry blonde. But I don't picture Travis Kelce. It's typically like, not, I would say Jensen Ackles, but it's not Jensen. It's Dean. Because Dean to me was just so much better than Jensen. I know it's the same person, but come on. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh, Christine, you're so lucky. Jessica and I love
What?
cheesecake.
Yeah, I refused to eat cheesecake until we were juniors in high school, and then Mandy made me.
Yeah, because you're like, ew, that sounds so gross.
Yeah.
Cheese, ew.
And it's our thing now.
And I'm like, just try it. And
Yeah,
now,
good
whenever
God.
we travel, Jessica's like, what's the cheesecake like here?
Where's the cheesecake?
Can we get a PF Chang's? I'm like,
They
oh,
got the
you
best
wanna
because
go
they
to
have that
PF Chang's again?
strawberry
I want the
compote.
cheesecake.
I do want the cheesecake.
Oh, somebody's at a brewery.
Oh, fun.
That sounds fun.
What are you eating there? Or are you just drinking? What are you doing?
Oh,
So
and
you're able to do it.
blue, green, and purple, so she totally gets it, and she's right about
Yeah.
about the colors
The
fading. Yeah, so
fading, yeah.
I just had a hard time picturing that.
Yeah, because when we did our youngest, it was that deep, deep green. And it turned almost a brownish right off the bat. And her hair is a little more red than mine. So it turned a weird brownish color pretty quickly. But I also got the really quickly fade one because I didn't want my 9-year-old walking around with green hair for very long and then her deciding she wants to cut it off. So
Similar to mine.
that's what you picture? Is the heroine similar to you?
Oh, got it. Okay.
I'm assuming that's what she means. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes. Yeah. Yeah. Same. Unless I'm told otherwise. And even sometimes when I'm told otherwise, I still picture her with my hair color because it's just what you're used to.
Oh,
So,
Jessica,
what?
this is you.
If COVID had truly been an apocalypse, my literature choices would indicate that I would have survived. Yes, eventually caught the eye of the harem of yes, yes. Although they wouldn't want me because I can't produce more kids.
Oh,
Take care of that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, for Kelsey.
Oh well, that's your thing. I need
And
mine
somebody else's.
and somebody else's.
Also, I'd just like to point out that I like Travis Kelce. Well, I didn't like him. Like, oh my God. I'm just
You were
give me
a
the
fan,
shovel.
a football fan
I
before.
love football, and
Yes.
Travis Kelce was a favorite player of mine long before Taylor Swift probably even knew his name.
Yeah. She probably didn't know anything about football.
Okay.
To answer your question, I'm eating chicken wing dip. But yesterday's chicken wing dip, so I had a microwave.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, drinking beers and eating tacos.
Mm.
Oh, you're in KC. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go there. Pam Godwin lives there.
Pam Godwin's there.
She is very open about that. She lives there and that she's a huge Chiefs fan. Well, look at me getting book club off track. That's shocking that I would get us off track. I'm sorry, people. All right. Well, we are at 42 minutes, but like 5 minutes of that was me and Jessica trying to figure out what was going on with our connection there. So anybody else have anything they want to talk about with the book? I do have it's not the Wheel of Names anymore. It's the Wheel of Tropes ready.
Tropes for the next
But
one.
do you have anything else we want to talk about with the book? Ooh, California in the Bay Area. Okay. Jessica and I both have family there.
I have family.
And somebody in the Bay Area has my Kindle.
That's true. They stole your Kindle when you were in San Francisco.
Yes.
My sister-in-law lives down there. Yeah, that's why we ended up going to
leave valuables in the car. Don't leave valuables in the car.
But we ended up going to Stanford for my daughter when she was sick because my sister-in-law lives in that area. Great.
Let's do this again. Yes. We're going to
next
do book
month.
club every month. We are, Jessica, we forgot to talk about a date. Wait, are we going to do the last Friday again in the month?
What date is that?
I don't know. Let me look.
I asked like I actually have a life. But I ask like I actually have a life or something.
Okay, so that would be April. I do not have written down that you're going to be anywhere. It's April 25th.
No, I'll be home by then.
Where were you going before then?
Going to mom and dad's for Easter.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we're going to
tell me this. Are you going to stop by?
We just made the decision like yesterday.
Are you going to come by? Am I going to see you?
Yeah, you could come to grandma's and we could film down there.
I could.
Yeah, because it's going to be a crazy weekend. Mom's already like trying to plan things.
Something must be like sticking on my ring because every time I run it through my hair now, it's like pulling my hair out. Okay, sorry, people.
Spin the wheel. Okay, so we're gonna.
So
go ahead and tell them.
Okay, We have the trope wheel that we came up with last time. So I have all the tropes still on there. I did take off arranged marriage since that was this one. We'll spin the trope and then we will post on the community tab. I also, I think I put it on, I think it was just on the community tab on YouTube. We'll post there and then you guys give us all the recs for that. And then in like a day
It
or
was on
two.
Instagram too, I think.
Well, no, then we put the poll, and I think I put the poll. No, I didn't put the poll on Instagram either because I had to make like the poll will only let me put 4 choices. And so I put all the books and then you could go and vote on which one. And so that is what we'll do for reading. So you guys will tell us what you guys want to read off of that. The only thing, and we'll put this on the post as well, the only requirement that we ask is that it also has audio. So that way we get a lot of feedback from people who like will comment or personally message us that they really appreciate when we talk about audiobooks because that is how they mainly do their reading. And so we just want to make sure we're being as inclusive and welcoming as possible to both, you know, everybody who likes to read. So we want to make sure book club books have audio as well.
Yep. So we'll spin the wheel, find some tropes, and you guys give us your suggestions on a post because we'll lose them. Oh yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
We're growing. We're trying. I'm sure that the French fry eating and the chicken dip
really helped.
Selling book club right now.
We try to be somewhat professional and not do those kinds of things in front of you guys, but this is book club. Okay.
Yes, book club is supposed to be fun like this.
Supposed to be.
You are very welcome for including audio. That is something we definitely want to do for book club is have the audio as an option. All right.
So, so once the trope is chosen, it's just kind of cool to have it all in one place. I know sometimes you guys like to put it in the comments, like what you want us to read, but they get lost. We'll lose them. So,
so we'll wait for the post and then we'll have the post over on the community tab and you just tell us the books and then I'm going to be gone. So Jessica will close that in a day or two and put up the poll and you guys will vote. And when I get back, I'll know what book we're reading for book club.
Yes. Yay. It'll be, so what day did you say it was? The 25th?
Yes. So April 25th is 6 p.m. time again.
Pacific.
Yes, Pacific time. And then we can always play around with that. Last time people that came to book club said that worked for them. So we'll just keep that unless we get feedback that it's really not a good time. It's very different from our buddy read time. So we kind of feel like that maybe gives people a couple of options to be able to connect. We are very real. That is something you will definitely see about Jessica and I. We are very authentic in who we are. Like there is like no changing who we are. This is what exactly how we're like.
Yeah, and if you guys get a chance,
watch our videos and you're like, oh, it looks like they edited something out. It's because something like what happened happened.
Yeah, or Mandy going, I forgot her name. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name. Hold on. And like having to go look for the name of who the heroine is or somebody. That's the only reason why we cut things out. You typically get us.
Or I get distracted.
Yeah. Or that. You know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You'll be on a church trip that weekend, but you'll still try and read the book. You can always come and join and watch it and add to the comments as well.
Afterwards.
There, and you are very welcome for us being awesome. Bye. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
All right. Well, let's go. Are we good to? I'll do the wheel, and then if anybody wants to still stay on and chat a little bit longer, we can definitely do that. Okay. So here's the wheel. I'm going to tap it. It is spinning away. What are we going to read?
I don't know.
Reading. I couldn't tell what it said from here. Okay.
Party.
Reading is our trope. Okay. So give us all of your breeding recs. We will post that over on the community tab shortly after this live ends, and you can tell us all of the breeding recs. I'm going to remove that from our trope wheel.
Dang it.
I'm sorry. And then, I mean, there's still a ton of tropes on there, so we'll just keep going through the trope wheel and yeah.
I was just gonna say we have several breeding videos if you need help figuring out books, but then we've already probably read those books, but still.
Yes, Megan, this is
This
going to be
good.
And Jessica's going to live in the comments for all your breeding suggestions.
Yes, I am.
Yes, breeding.
Breeding. Woohoo! Makes me happy.
Some of you guys must really enjoy it because those are some of our more watched videos.
They really are. Our darker ones and our weirder ones, like the ones where Mandy's like, not this again, like me trying to convince her, those tend to be our higher videos.
Oh,
So,
this is funny. She feels for our, the friend at church reading about breeding.
hey, it's all good. You know what? If the couple in the book is married, it's condoned by God. Have fun. Go, go, go. Go forth and multiply.
Jessica. Oh.
What?
Oh, no, I'm just, you're funny. Jessica is a pastor's daughter. So, you know. Yes, S.J. Chili. Yeah.
Yes.
There will definitely be some of her books recommended under that.
And if Mandy and I have already read it, that is fine. If one of us has, that's totally fine. We'll reread it.
I could do a reread. This could be my reread introduction.
It could be. 100%. So,
okay.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Anything else that y'all want to chitty chat about with this?
Yeah.
Before
our goal was to be at an hour, so we still technically have about 9 minutes. If there's anything anybody wants to talk about, it doesn't have to necessarily be book club related, but if you want anything anybody wants to say, and then we'll hop off here.
Yeah. So you can go finish packing.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh. I say people can read what you want, and I don't think anybody should be looking down on you for what you read. But I do understand that, like,
there's still a stigma around it, I think, quite a bit. But like my pastor knows, because he was like, my aunt writes Harlequin. Have you read hers? I'm like, I don't read Harlequin, but okay. He'd probably die if he knew what I actually did read. And like there's a woman that I consider like one of my, like, a mentor in the church, and she loves romance books. Now most of them are Harlequin, but she loves it, and I've heard it for years, and I'm like, I can see it, like I can see why. Especially when people refer to it as corn, and I hate it when people call it that, but you know, yeah, it's between you and God. Just read your books. You're good.
Any recs on a good mystery book for a book slump?
Like mystery.
Loved The Unraveling by Vi Keeland, but it does not have a romantic ending.
So I would say, and this is more suspense than it is mystery, but Calla Reed has both of hers that are set in the asylum.
Oh yeah.
So what are those called? Unravel and
Unhinged.
We have to start with the first one. There are two different couples, but one's on audio, one's not. Those would be good. If you haven't read
those are good.
Yeah.
Oh, Wolf, and it was great.
I just read it this week too.
Jessica
audio came out.
Pronounced Wolf and not Wolf E.
I wanted to call it Wolf E,
but
it drove me nuts. Like you would think it's Wolf E, but on the audio he just called it Wolf. So, whatever.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
I love that. Yeah, thank you. Breeding.
The cheating rec video. Yeah, that is like, if you were to just ask me about cheating, I'd be like, no, I don't want to read that. And then I'm like, but wait, I actually do want to read some of it.
It's the angst that it brings. And I know for a lot of people, cheating is, and we talk about this all the time, you know, I'll take all the stalkers and the mafia and he can chase her through the woods and, you know, bully her and whatever. But I draw the line at cheating. But cheating brings the angst and the grovel. Even if he's not actually cheating and you think he's cheating, it's bringing the angst.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, Choosing Theo. Yep. That is a good one.
I got to meet her in California when I went to RomanticyCon. I really liked her a lot. I actually have some overlays for Choosing Theo. I could get them if you really want to see them. I think they're in SFW though. I'm looking over here because that's where they are, is over there. I'd have to actually get up and go get them. So I do like, and I like that all of her, I don't know how you say it, Clicinian or Clicinian series, that whole series, because they're alien, but they're not so alien that you can't get into it. They're very humanoid. So you read
Yes.
that one. Yeah.
I have, yes.
You have.
Mhm.
Without me pushing you to read it.
That is true.
I know. I was so proud.
Well, are we ready to end book club?
Book club.
I found a catchy song for book club that sings about being in a book club that I put to
no.
her Instagram post.
Oh, did you? I'll have to
But
go look.
then whenever you're like working on those and then it like keeps the loop of like the 10 seconds of the song and then I'm like, this is
Yeah.
getting a little much.
It's getting to be too much. I know. What is
Ooh.
that one? Listen for the
for
life. What's
Is
that
that a
about, Megan?
train wreck?
Bye.
Bye, Brittany.
Is that Megan? Is that cheating? What is that? Listen for the lie.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, waiting for Megan to type.
Well, there's a suspenseful wreck right here.
What is that one? What is that one? And I can't, my Kindle's charging over on the bed.
You are very welcome.
Thanks for being here.
Yes. Oh, okay. It's a mystery.
Oh, it's a mystery.
Ooh, with amnesia and a podcast element.
Yeah, that's right up your alley.
So is this like this is a mystery thriller? Okay.
So there's no romance.
Amnesia. Okay. Thanks, Megan.
Yeah. Did you write it down, Mandy?
Yes. No, I didn't, but I will.
But you got it. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed book club, and I will try to have my dinner before book club next time.
Yeah. I gotta go
a
edit
weird
tomorrow's video. We've got a video coming out in the morning, so I gotta go edit that for us.
You're not done with that?
It's tomorrow. No? We'll get it done here. I started.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for book club. And then we will have that post up shortly. So you can add all of your breeding rec ideas there. And then we will vote and have April's book rec. So April is the month of breeding. I think we actually had a breeding video planned for April. So that could really be our April theme.
I have to look at our schedule. Yeah. Okay. Yay for breeding.
Bye.
Yeah, you guys go to bed. Yep, we're gonna go hang out with the kids anyway, so we're good.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.